Hello, my name is Trinh, and I'll be doing a speech on the Studio Ghibli theme park. Imagine being in a flying castle or on the set of your favorite movie. For fans of Studio Ghibli, this can be soon a reality, as Studio Ghibli plans to open a theme park based on some of its popular films. Some of these films include My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Howl's Moving Castle. So what I have in my hand here are two of the movies that the park will be surrounded upon. The first one I have in my hand is called Princess Mononoke. And the second one that will be presented is that the theme park will be trying to recreate is called Howl's Moving Castle. However, the most popular films has to be Spirited Away. On December 30th, 2020 box office mojo report, it has grossed over $300 million since its release in 2001. It also has won the 74th Academy Award and the 8th Critics' Choice Award, both for Best Animated Film. It won in a year where the other nominees included Ice Age and Lilo and Stitch. Many of these, both of which are popular films among children. Today, I wanted to share some of the leaked information about the theme park so you guys will be more informed and ready when it opens in the autumn of 2022. Its goal will be to provide guests with a feeling like they're actually in the scene of one of their favorite Studio Ghibli films. While many theme parks use rides or live entertainment to attract its guests, Studio Ghibli will be attempting to think outside the box. Now, how you ask how I would attempt to think outside the box? Well, for starters, the land they purchase, Studio Ghibli claims that it will not cut a single tree from the original land that they purchased for the theme park. First, I'll be talking about the development and work that is being done into the building of the theme park. Second, I'll be talking about the layout and what each section will feature. Third, I'll be talking about the pros and cons that the theme park might face when it first opens. So the theme park was first announced in 2017, shortly after plans were approved by the Japanese government. And building of the theme park has started since 2020, and it will be finished in fall of 2022 when it plans to open for guests for the first time. Boy Tran of Slash Film stated in a July 24th, 2020 report that it will have 5 sections. Three of these sections will be open for guests when it opens in 2022. However, 2 of the sections will continue being built and be ready for guests in the following year in 2023. COVID-19 has had a big impact on many work sites. This includes the building of the Studio Ghibli theme park. However, even with this, it still plans to open on its original date. And since of today, March 22nd, 2020, it has not announced any plans of any delays. Although Hayao Miyazaki, the creator of many of these Studio Ghibli films, the owner and creator of many of these Studio Ghibli films, has long retired and passed his reign onto his only son, Goro. He has played a big role on what the building of the theme park will be like. Sarah Barnes of My Modern Met reports that Goro has stated that his father on the first day immediately talked to the builders by saying, "Do this and don't do that." Hale treats the studio like it's his baby. So that's why he wants everything to be perfect before it opens for his guests, before it opens to get to the public. Each of the 5 sections will be based on a Studio Ghibli movie. The 3 sections that will be open for guests in fall 2022 are Youth Hill, the Donko Forest, and the Studio Ghibli Warehouse. Youth Hill will be like a museum, and per a May 30th, 2020 report by Panera Radilovic of Polygon, Youth Hill will be focused on the movie Halloween Castle. In Halloween Castle, a woman who was cursed by a witch to age older than her actual age. This is because she was jealous of a friendship she developed with a legendary man. It will have many antique shops and a steampunk elevator that will allow guests to have a 363 view of the theme park. The Noko Forest is based on the movie My Neighbor Totoro, where a 10-year-old girl, with the help of a mythical cat-like creature named Totoro, goes to find her younger sister, who gets lost shortly after moving into their new home. This area will have a real-life replica of the girl's house from the movie. The third area will serve as a rest stop. The third area, the Studio Ghibli Warehouse, will serve as a rest stop for guests, where guests can eat, shop, and relax. It also has a playground where children can get their energy out while parents relax. The 2 sections that will not be open for guests when it opens in fall 22, but instead will be open in 2023 are Momoko Village and the Witches Valley area. George Cookhouse from Forbes report, which he stated in a report on April 25th, 2018, states that the Momoko Village area will transport its guests back into the 14th century. Princess Mononoke is about a boy who goes on a journey to find a cure for his life-threatening disease. On the way there, he meets a girl and falls in love. However, while they are traveling to find the cure, they inadvertently are in the middle of yet another war by the Demon King. And he is the one that originally placed the curse on him because his army defeated the demon army, and he was mainly the one to blame for that. And the final area, the Witches Valley area, will be different from the other sections of the theme park. Well, the other sections where I have just stated were based on only one movie. This section will be based on 2: Kiki's Delivery Service and Halloween Castle. I already gave a summary of Halloween Castle, so I'll be skipping that and moving on to Kiki's Delivery Service. Kiki's Delivery Service is about a young teenage witch who leaves her home and to train to become a witch. When she moves, she finds housing with a kind stranger who allows her to stay. In exchange, Kiki works as a delivery girl for her bakery. This job is easy for her because of her with her broom allows her to give deliver the baked goods faster. It will have this area will have a mini amusement park, and where we'll have roller coasters and and other and other features that theme parks normally have. However, this is not only its only feature. It will also feature a real life replica of Kiki's parents' home, and it will be big enough so guests can tour around it like they're actually inside the home. Just like with any businesses, it will surely come to face many problems, but also many rewards along its way. They will need to address the problems that they have, the problems they have, as well as what is working in order for them to be a successful theme park. One of the cons is that a plane ticket that it'll be very expensive, especially for international fans. Just a plane ticket alone from LAX uh, to Tokoname International Airport, which is the closest international airport near to Nagut City, where the theme park will be, currently costs $1,500 for a round trip ticket per person. And this does not include any hotels or any accommodations. It's basically just a coach class ticket, uh, which is which may be unaffordable for many guests, especially since the COVID-19 pandemic has put many families out of a job. While we don't know what the ticket price will be like, it is reported that from Sierra Barnes from my Martinet that the building has cost about $2.6 billion to build. However, this is not the only problem that COVID-19 will have. COVID-19 plays into Studio Ghibli's problems. COVID-19, even though COVID-19 vaccines are quickly being distributed, there still might be some guests that don't feel safe traveling to international countries, and that will decline sales to only international guests. Which although has a big fan base in its home country, also has many fan bases that are international. Finally, as I mentioned earlier, construction will be continuing for two of the sections while the theme park is being open in 2022. Another con that comes up with this is that there might be an accident that involves a guest, because building and guests will be at the theme park at the same time, which may cause some trouble. However, even with these troubles, there are many signs that will be successful. For one, theme parks in general are a great way for people to relax, especially since the COVID-19 pandemic, where we all have been stuck indoors for pretty much all of our time. This is also another positive that it will be successful is that Japan is one of the most popular countries to tour around. So even when COVID-19 is over, I'm pretty sure guests will be excited just to get out of the house, go somewhere new to a new country. And with many other Japan's features like hot vending food machines and hotel capsules, it will surely attract guests to come there and experience the theme park while exploring its other features. Second, it'll be another way it can be a a great another sign that it will be successful is that many friends or family members will be taking to make up time they lost since the COVID-19 pandemic. And this theme park would be a great way for guests to, if guests can afford it, they can a great way for them to get back together, to know each other, to just to catch up what they have been doing in the past year. The parks, another pro is that the park's natural beauty and that the fact that it won't be cutting out any trees in its area will be attracting guests, and will also allow much easier and ways to improvise entertainment and get creative. They can use that same space for multiple things, where unlike most theme parks which have a set built onto the foundation of the theme park, it can only run so many shows because it's the theme of the space is already being used. Finally, I think the final pro that we'll have is that this theme park could definitely bring some attention on the rise of Asian American hate crimes, not only in America, but also around the world. Many people have blamed China for the COVID-19 pandemic. However, it has gotten too far. Basically, Asians are being attacked, just doing normal everyday things, and unfortunately, I think many people are becoming racist towards Asians, and it's just unfortunately bad seeing to see being Asian American myself. I believe that this theme park will, if guests are willing to go to the theme park, that they'll be educated about the Japanese culture and how it's different from other Asian cultures. To conclude, the Studio Ghibli theme park is currently being built as I speak right now, and has been started building since fall 2020, and it will be open for guests in fall 2022. It will have the goal of providing its fans with the feeling like they're in the scene of their favorite Studio Ghibli films. It will have 5 sections. 3 of the sections will be ready for guests by its opening in 2022, and 2 of the other sections will be open the following year in 2023. Although it might bring a dent to your wallet, I believe this theme park will be great, because not only will it provide guests with a feeling like they're in a fantasy land and make them enjoy life after being stuck inside of a year of only virtual visits and having to wear a mask all the time. It will also provide information. It will also educate guests on the Japanese culture and foods, and show that it's different from other Asian cultures, and also break some of the stereotypes that have been put upon many Asian Americans, and which have led to many of these attacks. With this theme park, I believe that it will show that all Asians are not the same, and that Asians don't, and it will also attempt many Asian stereotypes, including that Asians eat dogs, cats, bats, or any other animal. I hope that with this, that guests will go back to their home country, learn and teach their guests to be more respectful of other races that are not their own. And hopefully with this, the rate of crime among Asian Americans will be decreased, and more Asian Americans can feel safe when doing their everyday tasks. since the theme park will be since main theme parks will be reopening soon, like Disneyland, which will be opening in April of 2021, and the OC Fair, which will be open in July of 2021. I think now is a great time to, if 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 you got your vaccine, now would be a great time to maybe step outside and just to enjoy life by going to a theme park, especially one internationally like Studio Ghibli. Imagine being in a flying castle or on a set of your favorite movie. How would you change the story? How would you change the story and how would it affect the ending to it? Thank you.